Dear future, spring has always been my favorite season. As a kid, I used to wait for it with impatience. I would write in my journal every day, I can't wait for spring to come. And being out here chilled to the bone in my several layers and rubber boots as the sun comes up, knowing that the afternoon will bring barefoot cartwheel weather, this April still feels like the Aprils of my childhood. But how many more Aprils like this will we have? The other day, I was standing outside with my face turned up to the sun, eyes closed, soaking it in, and thinking, I should do this more often, as I often do. And then I had the thought, because it's not always going to be like this. Dear future, chickadees are calling back and forth across the path. Somewhere in front of me there's a red-winged blackbird trilling away. And finches and robins and jays all around. Why haven't I learned all their sounds yet? And beyond them, of course, the geese and the ducks conversating in the river, and beyond that, the traffic. Always the steady background hum of traffic. I am lucky and privileged to be in a place where the weather and seasons haven't changed that much yet. The wildfires in other places in the world, the unseasonal hurricanes and flooding, tsunamis, the earthquakes, the snowstorms where there shouldn't be snowstorms, that hasn't happened here yet. Have you ever thought about flowers going extinct? This morning I walked past the big patch of blue star flowers that always bloom this time of year around the back entrance of the park. What if one day they're gone? And the other wildflowers, forget-me-nots and daisies and chicory and periwinkle. In 60 years, when I'm walking through the woods picking flowers with my grandchildren, will any of these flowers be there? Will there even be woods to walk in? Will any part of the world be safe to walk in? I should start pressing flowers again. Let me share with you something that made me cry yesterday. I was watching a video about endangered birds, and I had the thought, what if one day soon chickadees are endangered? What if one day chickadees are extinct? What if the birds we know and love today are one day only stories we tell when we're old? We can't run from this. The more you run and find sanctuary in the few places still surviving, the more the disease of the capital colonial industrial complex will spread until nothing is left. I know what I still have, and I know what others have lost, and I don't want the world to lose any more. And I can't stand thinking about the time I've wasted being inside for days at a time, staring at screens, ignoring the birds, and barely acknowledging the breath of fresh air I get walking from the car to the grocery store. And even as I get tangentially involved in the work of environmental protection and advocacy, donating to Indigenous-led environmental groups and getting involved in advocacy in my own community, I've resolved to also fill my life with as many memories of this natural world, this spring, this kind of April, as I can. Because this kind of April won't last forever. And I want to have good stories to tell. Sincerely, me, age 28, spring 2021, when the Aprils still feel like my childhood.